Hey, good evening to you, and welcome here to the campus of Montana Tech as we get ready for Orediggers basketball here on Digger Vision. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday as Montana Tech taking on the Skylights out of MSU-Northern. Chris Mowat and company coming on down south one more time here to the mining city. Montana Tech got the clean sweep over the Lights the first time they played. The women won the opener, the men won round two, and we'll see what happens here tonight as we, of course, have a doubleheader. The women coming up here in just a matter of minutes. The men will follow at 7 o'clock, and, of course, we'll have it all for you here on Digger Vision. Let's start things off with the standings, shall we? The Frontier Conference standings, as you see on your screen, Rocky Mountain College and Carroll College, both 4-1 in Frontier Conference play. Both are in the top 25, as Rocky number 20, Carroll number 22. Montana Tech received votes in both of the last two polls. They are 3-2 in conference, 12-6 overall. You have Western at 2-3. Then you have Northern and Providence both at 1-4 in Frontier Conference play. And, of course, tonight's matchup is the first of round two, if you will. Of course, we play everybody in the Frontier Conference 3 times, thankfully for the final time this year. But this is the round two, so still one matchup between these two. And that one will, of course, be at the Armory up in Havre later on this year. So let's go from there. Let's take a look. That's our standings as far as the top 25 and as far as the Frontier Conference goes. This is an important game. You know, you look at where the Frontier Conference standings are. Northern and Providence battling. Of course, Providence is the big question mark right now as they were up to number 5 in the preseason poll. Basically returned everybody. They have a really stacked roster and just have been on the losing end thus far. But obviously we still have 10 games left in the regular season and things could change handily, but they certainly need to get things going. These two teams, well, as you look at them here, I'm going to put this up briefly. We'll take a look at it after our national anthem as well. But as you look here at the kind of comparison of numbers, not surprising, things awfully close. These two coaches think an awful lot alike, and they're led by defense. You see the scoring, Northern averaging 67 points a game, Montana Tech 69 a game. Both, kind of low 40s shooting percentage. Defensively, they both are strong as well. Northern averaging, giving up about 61 points a game. Montana Tech only giving up 56 points a game. And the Digs, that 33.7 shooting percentage is in the top 10 in the nation. This Montana Tech defense just gets after it. And if you didn't see the first time through, you haven't seen this Tech team play, they don't just do it with 5 ladies. I mean, they go 10, 11, maybe even 12 deep at times, and they really come at you hard. They keep constant pressure, and they cause turnovers, and that certainly has been their MO thus far. We're going to get our national anthem, so with it, we'll pause. We're back here in just a moment. Hey, once again, good evening to you, and welcome back here to the Hyper as we get things ready to roll here. MSU-Northern taking on Montana Tech in a Frontier Conference matchup. Here is the Northern starters. As you take a look down here, they'll be introduced out on the floor. Taya Trottier is on the floor. Taya, one of the leading scorers for this squad, averaging just under 11 points a game. Maddie Williamson wearing number 15. Williamson averaging about 6 points a game. Kansas, his bad horse, an outstanding player wearing number 30. She's averaging 13 points a contest for the Skylights. Montana Tech did a good job the last time these two teams played. Really kind of took her out of it. We'll see if they're able to get here going here. Savannah Toms, Caitlin Forner also starting for the Skylights of MSU-Northern. Toms averaging 7 a game, and Forner about 5 points a game for MSU-Northern. On the other side, Montana Tech, your starters. That's obviously Macy Mayer's picture has gone away. You're looking at Hadley Humphreys, Brooklyn Hankowitz, Macy Mayer, Aubrey Rademacher, Liv Wongren as your starting 5. Fun with computers continues. As we take a look at them as they come out here on the floor, looking at this starting lineup, Liv Wongren averaging 8 points a game. The junior, really one of the leaders for this Montana Tech team. She had a great contest the last time she was on the floor. We'll see what she's able to bring out here once again. Brooklyn Hankowitz, a senior out of Oregon, has had a fantastic season thus far. Again, kind of the same boat. Her last couple of games, she has been outstanding, not hesitating to shoot, whether it's outside the arc or inside, and she has played awfully well. Macy Mayer getting the starting nod as well. Macy averaging about 5 points a game, really defensive-minded player. The young lady from Bozeman, long reach and really can cause trouble to somebody holding the basketball. Aubrey Rademacher, one of the leading scorers for the Digs, about 11 points a game for Montana Tech, senior leader. And last but not least is Hadley Humphreys, 14 points a game, almost a double-double average as she comes in averaging about 8 rebounds a game as well. Hadley has just been fantastic for Montana Tech this year and had a 32-point game earlier in the year and has just been a tremendous force for this Orediggers team. Not only offensively, but a great defensive player as well. So as we get ready to roll, the Lights taking on Montana Tech and the Orediggers. We've got zeros on the clock, and we're ready to roll. MSU-Northern comes in 10-8 overall, 1-4 in Frontier Conference play. Montana Tech 12-6 and 3-2 in Frontier Conference play. And we are ready to roll here. Liv Wongren going to jump it off as she will be across from his bad horse. Tipped out, Wongren will control. So Montana Tech looking to bring it into the offensive side. Macy Mayer. Mayer moves it up top to Rademacher. Rademacher back here on the near side to Mayer. Looking down on the interior. They rifle it into Mayer, now in the corner. Three-point shot is up and good. Standing on the arc, actually, Hadley Humphreys gets the first basket of the ball game. And the Skylights into the offensive zone. Skylights far left side there with it was Trottier. Skylights wearing the full maroon with the gold trim. Nice drive down the left side of the paint there with it was Forner. Forner up top. Spinning, trying to find somewhere to go with it was Toms. Out to the wing, three-point shot's going to go long and out of play. That's going to be going the other way to Montana Tech. So the Digs leading 2-0 here as we get this first quarter underway. And Montana Tech down the floor. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. Montana Tech at home today, home on Saturday as well, as Rocky Mountain College, a big one of the Frontier Conference, will be in town. Pass down to the block, tipped out, picked up. Nice job by Humphreys to wrap it. Good ball movement into the corner. Three-point shot is on the way and good. Big-time shot that time by Brooklyn Hankowitz. So Hankowitz knocks down the three. A little over a minute gone here in this first quarter. Montana Tech leading 5-0. Driving left, Trottier. Trottier, near side, Williamson. Williamson looking on the interior. Williamson puts it down with the right hand, hands it off. Savannah Toms lobs it underneath. Spinning, baseline jump shot is up and out. Offensive rebound, Williamson of the putback. Nice job by Maddie Williamson that time. And Montana Tech with it. In trouble. Down the floor into the offensive zone they go. Liv Wongren going to pull up from 8, and that one goes long. Rebound by the Skylights. Liv had a good look at it that time. Skylights back the other way. 2 minutes gone. Skylights 1 for 3 from the floor thus far. Left wing driving up toward the top of the horn is Forner. Forner comes here on the near side. Williamson. She has a lone basket thus far for the Skylights. Out to the edge, three-point shot comes up short. And coming down with a rebound from Montana Tech is Macy Mayer. She'll clear it up to Wongren. Wongren across the timeline. Liv Wongren near side. That one. And here come the Skylights back the other way. They'll move it around the horn left side. Forner up top. Three-point shot is on the way. That one's big. Nice shot that time by Trottier. A junior out of Harlem strokes the three, and we're tied at 5. Full court man pressure here. Trap coming. Macy Mayer has it, trying to get rid of it. Gets it into the offensive zone to Humphreys. Humphreys puts it down with the right hand, moving right. Skylights really aggressive in the defensive side right now. Get another turnover, they'll go the other way. Chance at a lead, bounce pass, left hand to the rack. It's up and in for his Bad Horse. So his Bad Horse gets her first basket, and Montana Tech goes down 7-5. Skylights on a 7-0 run. Rademacher's shot blocked by his Bad Horse, and here come the Skylights the other way. In transition, Skylights, Trottier wanted the baseline. Wongren there on her defensively. Near side it comes. Into the paint, now back up top. His Bad Horse fires it left to Trottier. In the paint, shot goes up, no good. Montana Tech grabs the rebound, and we're back the other way in transition, and an errant pass going to go out of bounds. That one goes over the head of Brooklyn Hankowitz, and the turnover will go to the Skylights. Montana Tech already 3 turnovers here in this opening quarter. Last week they were really good with the basketball. I want to say against Providence they had 4 turnovers in the first half. And already with 3 right now, trailing by 2. Into the ball game for Tech. Chloe Sanford on the floor. Also Brooke Badavinik is out there. Haley Hobber checks in, as does Avery Carlson. Down to the block it goes. Shot comes up short, tipped out of bounds. And that will be Northern basketball. So Skylights will keep it in their offensive zone. Trottier looking for the inbound pass. Trottier lobs it into the paint. Good defensive pressure. 3 ladies there. Williamson going to be called with a walk. So Williamson called with the travel, and Montana Tech will get the turnover here. Skylights. Montana Tech opened on a 5-0 run. Northern answered with their own 7-0 run. And now Tech trying to get some points on the board here. Chloe Sanford into the zone. Far right side, Carlson. Carlson into the paint, pulls up and fires and gets it. Avery Carlson gets her first field goal. She had 10 the last time these two teams played, which is a career high for her at Tech. Skylights, Trottier. Tied up 7-all. Montana Tech is led by 5. Skylights have led by 2. Brooke Badavinik quickly swings in and swats that one out of play. 5:24 left to play here in the opening quarter. Looking to get the inbound in here. So the Skylights, Williamson, looking to get it in. They do so to his Bad Horse. Williamson has Trottier on her left. Shot clock at 7. Williamson slaloms through traffic. That one's tipped out. Nice job by Nybauer. Badavinik's going to go the other way. Badavinik puts on the brakes, clears it all the way up top. Carlson's going to fire the 3. That one rattles out, no good. Skylights Williamson with the rebound. MSU-Northern, Williamson pulls down the 4th rebound of the day for the Skylights. They have 1 more than Montana Tech thus far. We're tied up 7-all here. Great lob pass down to his Bad Horse. She turns, fires, and draws the foul. That was a great entry pass, and Kansas will go to the line. The junior out of Lame Deer started her college career at Williston State. And we have a timeout on the floor and a line change, it looks like, especially by Montana Tech. 4:48 left to play here in this opening quarter. We have a timeout on the floor, so with it, we'll take one. We're back here right after this. 7-7 our score. 4:48 left to play here in this opening quarter. Montana Tech shooting 50% from the floor as they are 3 of 6 as of right now. On the other side, Skylights are 3 of 8 for 38%. Montana Tech 3 turnovers. Northern with 2 more rebounds here in the opening minutes. We'll see how those numbers change and shift here throughout the next few. So his bad horse will go to the foul line. As I mentioned, she is their leading scorer, averaging 13 a game. She shoots 78% from the foul line for the Skylights. And Kansas shooting 2. In 78% free throw shooter. Her first here hits the front of the iron and out, no good. 7-7 our score. Frontier Conference matchup will try and track down. I was going to say we'll try and track down the scores. It's just me being lazy. I'll make sure to go find them, and we'll discuss the other games here as we go. Lights up by 1, 8-7. Tech into the offensive zone. Kyle Wasson fires into the high posts. Back around near side. Liv Wongering going to drive into the paint. Great bounce pass across the rack, and that one is up and in. Hadley Humphreys. So Hadley Humphreys gets her first field goal of the night. And the Lights back the other way. Montana Tech leading by 1, 9-8 our score. Pass down in the far left corner is Long. She'll go to Melcher, back to Long, now back to Melcher. Melcher dribbling up toward the top of the horn. Comes here on the near side to Trottier. Trottier on the baseline, spins, bounce pass in traffic. Shot goes up, no good. And here come the Digs in transition. Down the floor, far right side, good feed inside. Comes up top, Kyle Wasson fires. Wasson's three-point attempt, no good. Rebound inside, nice board that time by Crass. As Cheyenne hauls it down, and we'll go back the other way. Trottier looking to set it up. She'll go to Becky Melcher. Around the arc left side. Trottier, Lights down by 1. They trailed by 5 before they got their first point. Then they went on a nice 7-0 run. Shot clock down to 3. Scoop shot to the rack is up and in. That's a good take with no time on the clock as Mackenzie Long puts it up and in. And the Lights grab a 1-point lead. 10-9 our score. That pass going to go behind the intended target. Liv Wongeren was the intended target. And the turnover will go to the Skylights in their offensive zone. Turnover number 4 for Montana Tech here in the first half. So the Skylights, a chance to stretch their lead out. They have led by as much as 2. They'll move it left side, Long. Long with the left hand. Cross to Trottier. Trottier lobs it down on the block. Nice pass, back up to the wing. Inside it goes. Nice move that time with the right hand. Kansas, his bad horse gets it down. And his bad horse puts the Lights up by 3. Now stolen in the backcourt. Trottier gets the steal. Bounce pass is kicked. And the Skylights will keep it in their zone. We're seeing a lot more pressure out of the Skylight team here, meeting number 2. And they're causing some turnovers. That's turnover number 5 for Montana Tech. The full court pressure, full court man has got them some turnovers. 3-point shot in the corner, no good. Rademacher with a rebound. Kaya Wasson across the timeline. Wasson into the offensive zone. She'll lob it down to the block. Humphreys gets it, turns right to the rack. Too much on it, but she's going to shoot a pair. So Hadley Humphreys is going to go to the line here for the Digs. As the personal foul will go to Cheyenne Crass. And Humphreys at the line. Humphreys, 78% from the free throw line. Averages a little over 14 points a game. And Hadley's first is good. Lights lead by 2. Both teams shooting the ball well here in this opening quarter. I'll be very interested to see what we look at as far as adjustments. Second is up and good. So Montana Tech down by 1. Skylights into the offensive zone. Why, thank you. Skylights, far left side with it is Long. Long, pass out on the wing. His bad horse passes to the right side. Melcher lost the handle on it. She's able to get control of it. Kicks it out on the edge to Melcher. Shot clock down to 3. Into the high post, nowhere to go. Throws it up. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Montana Tech's defense continues to do tremendous work as they have got the Skylights under 5 on the shot clock. I want to say 4 times already. And that one, a shot clock violation, will go to the Digs. Skylights leading 12-11. As always, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. As Montana Tech trailing by 1. Skylights up 12-11. Liv Wongren in the backcourt. Liv. Pass goes around. Nybauer across to Badavinik. Badavinik. Pass up to Nybauer. Nybauer looking left. Nybauer passes to her right side to Badavinik. Now in the corner, Liv Wongren. Wongren back up top to Batto to Nybauer. In the corner it goes to Hankowitz. Almost over the top of Liv. She's able to get it up and get it in. So Liv Wongren will get the basket up and in. Liv's first points here of the night, and Montana Tech by 1, 13-12. Skylights back the other way. Mackenzie Long. Down to the block they go. Nice pass to Toms. Toms turns and fires and gets it. Savannah Toms, the redshirt senior out of Glendive, puts that one down. Toms, that is her first basket of the night. Lights lead by 1. Badavinik pass behind Liv Wongren. That one goes to the ground. Skylights going to pick it up. Skylights get the turnover. Under a minute left to play here in the opening quarter. Lights lead 14-13. Enter into the left elbow. Now it goes to Tom. Tom's near side. Trottier. Drifting left with it is Long. Now out to Melcher. Melcher, nice cut. Drives. Draws the foul. Shot clock was getting low again. Good penetration that time from the wing. Personal foul going to be charged to Liv Wongren. That's her first. It's only the second team foul on Tech here in the opening quarter. Only our third whistle overall in this opening quarter. Fouls as of right now, not an issue. So Skylights looking to bring it in. Pass comes in left side. Long, initially tipped by Nybauer. That one goes out of play. It'll be Tech ball. Great defense by Nybauer. So Haley Nybauer, the freshman, causes a turnover, and Montana Tech will bring it the other way. Hauber will get a breather. Back in is going to be Humphreys. Humphreys wearing looks like a brace on her right knee. Looks like more padding possibly than anything. She'll get it in the high posts. Turns down in the corner it goes. 3-point shot goes long. Loose on the ground. Humphreys tracks it down. And it will go out of bounds off the Skylights. Good hustle. I'll say she stepped out of bounds. Montana Tech basketball. So Diggs will keep it in their offensive zone. Chloe Sandiford will check out. And Kyle Wasson will check in. 12 seconds left to play here in the opening quarter. Lights by 1. Montana Tech. Shot clock is off. Badavinik gets it. Not open. Out to Nybauer. She's wide open. She'll fire the 3. That one no good. Offensive rebound. Badavinik second no good. Loose on the ground. Nybauer gets it. And we're going to see the end of the quarter. Bodies flying everywhere as the clock hits 0. Montana Tech trailing the Lights by 1. 14-13 our score. Thanks for joining us here on this Thursday night. We're on Digger Vision. We're back here to the Hyper, ladies and gentlemen, after this. Welcome back here once again to the Hyper. As you see on your screen, make sure to open up your calendar. Pencil us in as the Miners Ball, the Digger Auction, coming up April 12th this year. We'll be here on this floor. Just you and I and about 4,000 of our closest friends. As the Digger Auction on the horizon, Do make sure to join us. Support Montana Tech Athletics. One quarter in the books. The Lights shooting 46%. Montana Tech at 42%. Really the big number for Tech, 6 turnovers. They gave up some turnovers early in that quarter. Kind of got things under control a little bit. Northern has 4 turnovers right now. Leaders, his bad horse has 5 points. On the other side, Hadley Humphreys with 6 points for the Digs. And both teams with, let's see here. Northern has 5 ladies in the scorebook right now. His bad horse has 5. Long, Toms, and Williams with 2. Trottier with 3. On the other side, Humphreys has 6. Henkowitz with 3. Wongren and Carlson each with 2. Skylights with the ball and a 1-point lead. Out on that left wing with it is Williamson. Williamson hands it off to Long. Long just outside the arc. Entry pass. Back out to the wing. Long fires the 3. Tips off the iron. And coming down with it is Henkowitz. To Wongren. Wongren here on the near side. Carlson. Carlson, great bounce pass. Up and in with the left hand as Humphreys converts. Carlson with the assist. Humphreys has 8 points. Nip and tuck back and forth here as we make our way through this second quarter. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Pass on that far left wing comes here near side to Long. Long top of the horn there to Williamson. Williamson drives. Scoop shot is swatted out of bounds. Carlson was there. Henkowitz was there, and I think Henkowitz will get credit for the block shot. She'll check out. Macy Mayer will check back in. Digs by 1, 15-14. Skylights looking to bring it in. And Macy Mayer almost stole that one away. Shot clock at 6 here for the Skylights. Or excuse me, the other way around. Shot clock at 6 for, there we go. Liv Wongren strolled over and thought she was getting it. As she's smiling about it. The inbound pass to Moran. Nice inside to Williamson. Shot blocked Liv Wongren. Shot clock at 1. That's the second block shot for this Orediggers team this quarter. And the Skylights again real deep in the shot clock. Only 1 on the shot clock. That one's going to go over. Humphreys will get the steal. Humphreys quickly the other way. Hadley Humphreys with the left hand. That one rolls out. Tipped out to Macy Mayer. Now to Carlson. Carlson rifles it out on the right side. Wongren. Wongren cross court. 3-point shot is on the way and good. Aubrey Rademacher knocks it down. She shoots 25% from the 3-point line. And she is 1 for 1 for downtown today. Digs up by 4. They opened the game on a 5-0 run. That was their biggest lead here in the first half. His bad horse knocked it away quickly by Rademacher. Skylights stay in possession. Pass down to the block. Strong defense, maybe a little too strong. Hadley Humphreys going to be called with the shove. And that will send Savannah Toms to the line. So Savannah Toms. Hadley will go out. Back in. Henkowitz. Henkowitz and Rademacher, bottom of the key. Macy Mayer and Carlson, top of the key. And outside the arc is Kyle Wasson. Toms knocks down her first. 3 points on the day for her. She's 1 of 2 from the floor. And now 1 of 2 from the line. That's tipped out of bounds. I think Skylight basketball. Oh, they'll say Tech basketball. I'm a long way away from it, but from up here, really kind of looked like Montana Tech the last to touch it. Digs lead by 3, 18-15. Macy Mayer here on the near side to Carlson. Carlson into the offensive zone. Nice pass inside to Mayer. Now in the corner, Carlson's going to fire the 3. Hits the iron, no good. Offensive rebound back into Mayer. That one's tipped, picked up by Rademacher. Nice pass across. Macy Mayer will finish. Great vision by Aubrey Rademacher. The Digs lead 20-15, matching their biggest lead of the night. Skylights. Moran puts on the brakes. Pass comes here on the near side. Williamson. Maddie Williamson hands it off to his bad horse. Kansas picks up her dribble. Back to Williamson. She lost the handle on. Great spin move on the baseline. Shot blocked. Big time block. 3-on-1 the other way. Bounce pass to Mayer. Mayer puts it up, gets it. Carlson with the assist. Mayer with the finish. Tech goes up by 7. Their biggest lead here of the night. Montana Tech leading 22-15. Skylights into the offensive zone. Long into the high post to Toms. Toms kicks it out to Moran. Moran. Skylights, 3 wide, high-low post. His bad horse in the high post. Toms down in the block. Long around a screen. Fires from 15 and gets it. Nice shot by Mackenzie Long. The senior out of Idaho by way of Walla Walla Community College. Backcourt pressure. Montana Tech able to get into the offensive zone. Macy Mayer to Carlson. Carlson drives into the paint. Rademacher, nice feed inside. She was wide open in the corner to Kaya Wasson, and Wasson knocks it down. Boy, there wasn't a soul near Macy in the paint that time. She kicks it out to Kaya, and Kaya converts. That is Kaya's first field goal here of the night. Montana Tech has 7 ladies that have scored so far here in the first half. They lead by 8. Williamson drives. Her shot no good. His bad horse with the offensive glass, no. Hankowitz grabs a rebound. That's kind of been the big difference here in this second quarter. Montana Tech rebounding has gotten strong. They have 5 more rebounds in Northern right now. Macy Mayer spins and is fouled. The constant pressure by Montana Tech. Looks like Northern a little tired right now. We'll see. And as I say that, Montana Tech with a mostly full line change. Wongeren comes back in. Haber is in. Also, Neibauer back in. Macy Mayer at the line. Kaya Wasson stays on the floor. And it looks as though Macy will check out here in a moment as Hadley Humphreys ready to come in. Macy Mayer, 5 points on the day. She has 2 rebounds, 2 assists. And her second is good. I was going to say it before she shot, but I thought I might jinx her. She has not missed a shot yet. And Macy Mayer with 6 points will get a breather. Northern Tech was showing a little man pressure. They'll back out here as Long comes across the timeline. Long hands it off to Trottier. Trottier out near midcourt. Back to Long. Long off the bench has 4 points. His bad horse drives baseline, double teamed. Good ball movement to the wing. Up top, Long fires the 3, and that's up and in. You can tell Long is feeling it right now. Mackenzie Long, the senior, she has 7 points. She is the leading scorer for Northern. And that pass is tipped and taken away. Skylights in transition. Montana Tech does a nice job getting back. Trottier wide left. The Digs up by 7. They were up by 10 for just a moment there before Long hit that long ball. Skylights. Pass goes left. Long for another 3. It's up, no good. Blocking out. That one goes all the way to the ground. And we're going to get a hold call, it looks like. No, actually a shove call on his bad horse. Coach Mowat going to come out and discuss that with the officials. 4:51 left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech leading 27-20. Thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. We'll take a break, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here to the Hyper right after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
(27-20) our score. Montana Tech leading the Skylights of MSU-Northern here on Digger Vision. Paul Panisco here on a Thursday. Thanks for joining us. Doubleheader action here as this is the starts of the second trip through Frontier Conference. Again, this is the last year that everyone will play everyone in conference 3 times. And And we'll see if we can get, let me see if I can track them down here real quickly. Other scores here tonight. See if I can find them on our scoreboard. Providence is tied with Rocky with about 5 minutes left in the first half, 32 all. And Western is leading Carroll 16-13 with about 5 minutes left to play in the first half as well. So all three games pretty close time-wise. Providence and Rocky in a shootout, 32 all. Western leading Carroll 16-13. And the Digs up over the lights here, 27-20. Liv Wongren looking to bring it in. They do so to Haber. Haber goes up. Shot partially tipped. His bad horse will get a block. And Skylights the other way. Into the offensive zone. They'll move it around the arc. Left side, Long. She has had the hot hand right now for the Skylights. Long gets it. His bad horse looking on the interior. Deep three is on the way. Comes up shorts. And tracking it down is going to be Humphreys. Hadley Humphreys to Wongren. Wongren across the timeline. Defender. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Hand check on Forner. So Forner will pick up the personal. That is team foul number 3 on the lights here in the second quarter. Montana Tech. Coach Graham continues to go to the bench early and often. Back in, Chloe Sanford. Also, Brooke Badavinik back out on the floor here for the Digs. Sanford calling for help up top. Chloe drives, moves it out to Badavinik. Bado gets hip checked. And Trottier will pick up the personal. That's the 4th on the Skylights. Montana Tech, the next one will put them at the line here. The Digs lead by 7. And Montana Tech will inbound into the backcourts. Chloe Sanford across the timeline. Spins to the right hand. Double team on her. She's able to get rid of it to Humphreys. Hadley, bounce pass to Wongren. Wongren pulls from 8 and gets it. Liv Wongren knocks it down. 4 points on the day for Liv. And the Digs go up by 9. Into the offensive zone, Skylights. Hand off here on the near side to Melcher. Melcher, his bad horse, goes left, driving into the paint. Shot blocked, and Haber is going to be called with a foul. She got the body, the ball, the floor, and just about everything else. Haber picks up her second personal foul. And going to the line is going to be Forner. Senior out of Camas, Washington. My assumption is she was a paper maker. Her first here is up and good. I think we discussed this at great length last time since I had family that went through the Camas School District. It's probably the only high school I know in Washington. Second is up and out, no good. Rebound controlled by Montana Tech. Nice job by Chloe Sanford to clear it out. Liv Wongren down the floor. Wongren fires to Sanford. Montana Tech by 8. Wongren drives into the paint, moves it out to Badavinik. Bado fires. That one comes up short. His bad horse with a rebound. His bad horse. That's rebound number 3 on the day. Montana Tech leads by 8. They've been up by as much as 10. Northern has led by 3 in this first half. Montana Tech getting ready to sub out again. Again, just continuing to keep the foot on the gas pedal here. Backing out left side, Trottier. Shot clock down to 4. Into the high posts. Shot, nice job that time. Pass on the wing. Liv Wongren comes flying across and knocks that one out of play. Another outstanding defensive play by Liv. So with only 2 on the shot clock, this is another spot where Montana Tech has disrupted passing lanes a couple times here where Northern is inbounding with less than 5 seconds on the clock. I want to say this is the 3rd time. The inbound quickly into Melcher. Melcher fires, and that one hits the iron. Montana Tech will grab the loose ball. Macy Mayer into the offensive zone. Mayer leaves it for Wongren. Wongren pass here on the near side. Carlson. Carlson had a great ball game the last time these two teams met. Freshman had 10 points in that game. Liv Wongren on the wing. 3-point shot is up and good. Liv Wongren knocks it down. Montana Tech is 4 of 10 from downtown. And the Digs go up by 11. That is their biggest lead of the day. 2 minutes wide open to the rack. Too much on it. Offensive rebound by Wass. She'll turn and fire, no good. Northern a couple of really good looks at it that time. Liv Wongren here on the near side. Hankowitz. Hankowitz cross court. Rademacher going to fire. That one in the elbow. Second is no good. Hankowitz. She'll back off, and the Skylights will quickly bring it the other way. Skylights down the floor to the baseline, spinning. Forcing that one up, and Macy Mayer will grab the rebound. Mayer to Wongren. Wongren down the floor. Wongren here on the near side. Hankowitz. Down in the corner it goes. Carlson through the paint. First shot is no good. Gets her own rebound, and then she will get beat up. So personal foul inside. And it looks like Caitlin Forner is going to pick up her second personal foul. And at the stripe is Carlson. Avery Carlson, about a 50% free throw shooter here on the season. Hadley Humphreys back in. Diggs lead by 11. This is their biggest lead of the nights, and chance for her to add to that here. Carlson, first is up and out, no good. Second is on the way, rattles out, no good. Loose, Northern grabs a rebound. Here comes Melcher. Melcher into the offensive zone. Melcher leaves it off for Long. Mackenzie Long moving right. He'll run the weave up top. Trottier. Now on that left wing, continuing to look down in the block as Wass is down there fighting. And that's who they went for, and Humphreys was able to get around and knock it out of play. So it's knocked out with 7 on the shot clock. Good defensive play by Hadley Humphreys. The inbound to the right elbow. Shot clock down to 5. 1 minute left to play here in the first half. Little stutter step. Hand off to Melcher. Melcher fires, and a shot clock violation. Boy, Montana Tech's defense has just been outstanding. And they just keep moving bodies in and out, keeping everybody fresh, and they have just brought tremendous pressure here from word go. 53 seconds left to play here in this second quarter. Montana Tech with the basketball. Neibauer into the offensive zone. Nice pass in the paint to Wongren, to Humphreys on the baseline. Hadley Humphreys converts. Humphreys into double digits with 10. 13-point lead for the Digs. 35 seconds left to play here in this first half. Trottier, bounce pass. Setting up screen up top. Nice job by Wongren to stay on her defensively. Trying to get an open shot around a screen, and Montana Tech just continues to battle. Nice job that time as Crass was able to haul that one in. Montana Tech down the other way. Into the offensive zone. Chloe Sandiford from 6, no good. Defensive rebound, Skylights. 2 seconds, down to 1. And that will come into the offensive zone, and we have one half in the books, ladies and gentlemen. 34-23, Montana Tech with the lead over the lights of MSU-Northern as we have Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here. We'll run you through the numbers and more after this.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
(34-23) our score. Frontier Conference action as we make our way through a Thursday night game one here of a doubleheader as a Frontier Conference action rolling. Let me give you a score update here real quickly before we take a look at our numbers here. The other games tonight in Helena, Western leading Carroll 23-22. That one's at the half. And let's see here. Also at half, Providence is leading Rocky 39-35. Okay then. So 39-35, Providence in Billings is leading Rocky, and Western in Helena up by 1 over Carroll. Here in the Mining City, the Digs up 34-23. And as we take a look at the numbers here, we'll start things off for the Skylights. They are shooting 32% from the floor, 22% from downtown, and 50% from the free throw line. Individually, they're led by Long. Long off the bench has played awfully well. Mackenzie Long has 7 points. She's 3 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 3 from downtown. 1 rebound, 1 assist as well for Long, and she has just been a spark plug for the Skylights here today. Let's see here. Also, let's just talk off the bench. We have Crass off the bench with 2 points. She's 1 of 1 from the floor, and that is the day for Crass. Taking a look at the other side here, the starting 5 for MSU-Northern. All 5 of their starters have scored thus far. His Bad Horse with 5 points. Toms has 3. Trottier with 3 points. Williamson has 2. And it looks like Forner has 1 point as she is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Forner also leads the Lights with 3 rebounds as of right now. So again, the Skylights shooting 32% from the floor. They're led by Long off the bench with 7 points. They have 15 total rebounds. 6 of those are offensive rebounds, giving them 2 second chance points. Okay. On the other side, Montana Tech shooting 46% from the floor, 40% from the three-point line, as they are 4 of 10 from downtown. Individually, Hadley Humphreys leads the Digs with 10, as she is 4 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the foul line. She has 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal as well. Hadley Humphreys, an outstanding first half thus far here for Montana Tech. Liv Wongren has 7 points. She's 3 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 1 from down deep. She has 3 assists on the night as well. Macy Mayer has 6 points. She hasn't missed a shot. She's 2 of 2 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the foul line as well. You have Brooklyn Hankowitz with 3 points. Aubrey Rademacher with 3 points, and Kyle Wasson with 3 points for Montana Tech, as again, they have put up 34 here in the opening half. They have 22 total rebounds, so that number changed pretty quickly as Northern actually was out rebounding Montana Tech early. The Digs changed that quickly. They got the boards going, and that certainly has kind of been their MO here lately. They have rebounded really well over the last several weeks, and they show that here. 22 total rebounds, 7 of those are offensive. That gives them 5 second chance points coming off of those 7 offensive rebounds. So Montana Tech shooting 46% from the floor. Northern at 32% from the floor. And the Digs lead by 11. Round 2 of these two teams throwing down. Montana Tech taking on the Skylights in Frontier Conference play. Let's do this again here real quickly. I'm going to pull this down. Here's our standings again, and the women's side as it stands. Whoops, wrong one. That's going to prepare you for the men's side. How about your women's standings? There we go. Rocky and Carroll, both 4-1. And as we mentioned earlier, it's obviously early, but both of those teams are behind playing on their home floor. So that could make things real interesting. As right now, Western is leading Carroll, Providence is leading Rocky. So that could really put the marbles in the jar and give it a good shake here. We'll see kind of how things go there. But right now, Rocky Mountain College is 4-1 in conference, 12-6 overall. Carroll College, the exact same, 12-6 overall, 4-1 in conference. Both those teams are ranked in the top 25. Rocky is number 20. Carroll is number 22. Montana Tech is next, 3-2 in conference, 12-6 overall. And they're receiving votes. Actually picked up a lot more votes this past week, and I believe next Wednesday is the next poll. So we'll see what changes there. Yep. So we're at the half. Montana Tech leading 34-23. Frontier Conference action as we make our way through a Thursday night here on Digger Vision. We'll take a break. We are back here to the Mining City after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Hey, once again, welcome back here as the Digs leading the Lights 34-23. We're in the Hyper Frontier Conference action here on a Thursday. Montana Tech is home on Saturday as well as the Battling Bears of Rocky Mountain College coming to town. The women will play at 2. The men will follow at 4. And those should be big games as Rocky got the clean sweep over Montana Tech when the teams first met in the opening round, or in the first trip through, I guess, however you want to look at it, when they played in Billings just a couple of weeks ago. So we'll see what happens in round 2 on Saturday. As of right now, again, Montana Tech with the lead here. The other games at the half, Western leading Carroll in Helena, 23-22, and Rocky is trailing Providence. So Providence up over Rocky, 39-35. That one's in Billings at the half as well. Okay, so we'll see how these continue to shake out here as we make our way through a Thursday. Teams warming up here individually once again as we take a look here. Hadley Humphreys leading Montana Tech with 10 points. She's 4 of 5 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the foul line. Hadley having another outstanding ball game. Liv Wongren has 7 for the Digs. On the other side, leading scorer is Long, as off the bench, Mackenzie Long has 7 points. She's 3 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 3 from downtown. From there, you're looking at his bad horse with 5 points. I really felt like she was going to get things going hard there in the first half. Felt like her first couple shots rolled in, and they were looking to get her the ball a lot more. And then felt like I didn't say her name quite a bit there as that first half continued. So we'll see if they continue to really try and get the ball into her, whether they're going to run that high-low. We've seen some nice entry passes down into the block. We'll see if, they move his bad horse into that high post. She can shoot from, 30 feet in. She has a tremendous shot, so we'll see if they try and get her open a little bit more. And we'll see how Tech responds. Defensively, we'll see if they continue to kind of get Macy Mayer on her, get Aubrey Rademacher on her, and just try and cause some havoc. We're at the half right now. Montana Tech leading 34-23. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. We're back in just a few. Welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech as we are here on Digger Vision. The Digs up 34-23. And Montana Tech will look to inbound. Liv Wongren in the back. And Wongren will bring it into the offensive zone. Wongren here to Macy Mayer. Cross court, Wongren with the ball fake. She's going to drive inside. Feeds it into the high post to Humphreys. Humphreys at the elbow, moves it out. Rademacher, three-point shot, no. Defensive rebound, Skylights. And we are back the other way. So Skylights into the offensive zone, trailing by 11. Montana Tech led by as much as 13. Skylights led by 3 at one point in the opening quarter. It was about 2 minutes remaining in that opening quarter. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on the baseline. Hadley Humphreys with the head nod. She's going to pick up the foul. That's her second. So the Skylights will look to bring it in down on the baseline. All the way up top is Bad Horse. Good ball movement to Trottier. Trottier down the right side of the paint. Shot blocked. As Wongren blocks it, Macy Mayer dives and gets it. Now it's stolen away the other way as Foreigner will get the steal to Williamson. Williamson called with the walk. Great defense sticking back that time by Foreigner getting the steal. Got it across to Williamson. Williamson called with the walk. Montana Tech will go the other way. Liv Wongren in the backcourt. Pressure coming. They were about to try and set the trap. Near side, Rademacher with the ball fake. In the corner, three-point shot. That one's up and out, no good. As throwing up the deep shot was Brooklyn Hankwitz. Hankwitz had a great year from outside the arc, shooting 41%. She and Hadley Humphreys both at 41. The only one higher is Brooke Badavinick at 46%. Trottier, three-point shot, no good. That one's loose, out of bounds. Skylight basketball. 8:34 left to play here in the third. And the Skylights will look to inbound here. Hadley Humphreys will get a breather. And Hauber will check in. Pass taken away. Macy Mayer is going to get the steal. She'll look to dribble out with it. Mayer picks up her dribble, needs help, comes here on the near side to Wongren. Liv, pass intercepted. Was behind her intended target. Foreigner comes away with the steal. Foreigner behind the back, goes right to the rack and gets it. Foreigner, that's her first field goal of the night. She has 3 total points. Montana Tech leads 34-25. Into the offensive side, his Bad Horse will get the steal. She'll feed it down. Easy 2 is up and in for Williamson. Back-to-back turnovers leads to back-to-back baskets. And the Orediggers will call a timeout. Montana Tech leading 34-27. 8 minutes left to play here in this third quarter. We'll take a break. We're back here after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm. Even when the unexpected happens. Even when the local environment slows things down. We will get you what you need, when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most. Community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
To 36 our score. Montana Tech with the lead over the Skylights of MSU-Northern. Third quarter, Skylights shooting 67% this quarter. Montana Tech at 43% this quarter. Skylights really getting it done on both sides. Their defense causing turnovers. They're getting it down the floor and getting points up. We'll see if they're able to keep the pace up. It really did feel like Montana Tech was able to kind of wear them down in the second quarter. We'll see as this goes through the third into the fourth if the Skylights are able to keep some gas in the tank here. 4:06 left to play in the third. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. As the Skylights down the floor. Into the offensive zone, Trottier. Macy Mayer on her defensively. Trottier picks up her dribble. Macy's going to get the steal. She tipped it, took it away. Liv Wongren gets it now. Liv into the offensive zone. Turnover number 9 for the Skylights here in this ball game. Montana Tech has 10. They enter into the high post. Humphreys turns and fires. Macy Mayer grabs the rebound on the missed shot. Liv Wongren in traffic, comes up just short. I was going to make note that it felt like that was the first time Hadley had shot from the foul, or from that kind of high post area, as the Skylights been in that 2-3 zone. She'll have an open look from there the entire time. Pass is going to go behind the intended target as Melcher made her cut. And by everyone's reaction, it was not the play call there. So the turnover to Montana Tech. The Digs leading 43-36, a 7-point lead. Montana Tech with it up top. Liv Wongren drifting left, steps back. Bounce pass to the baseline. Hadley Humphreys. Cross-court pass to Kaya Wasson. She eyed the three for a minute. Goes baseline to Hadley in traffic underneath to Macy. Macy Mayer. Bounce pass up to Rademacher. Out to the edge. Wasson fires the three. No good. Rebound is going to go out, and they'll say out of bounds off the Skylights. Montana Tech basketball. Diggs will go with the line change here. As into the ball game for Montana Tech, Brooklyn Hankowitz. Also, Haber checks in. Neibauer is on the floor along with Chloe Sanford bringing the ball in. Sanford. Bounce pass comes out left side, Rademacher. Rademacher through the lane, scoop shot, too much on it. Haber battling for the rebound. It's going to go out, and that will be Skylight basketball. Good effort by Haber that time, and Asia Maroon just unable to get possession. And with 2:51 left to play here in the third, Montana Tech leads by 7. Skylight's going to try and trim it down. They got within 5 there for a moment. And Montana Tech stretched it out a little bit. We'll see what they do with this possession here. Left hand, long comes here, outs. Trottier. Trottier goes cross court to Melcher. Melcher into the high post. As Crass back up to Long. Shot clock at 5. Long drives. And Chloe Sanford is going to be called with a hold. Everyone in white and green was hoping and wishing they'd get a jump ball out of that. But the personal foul will go to Chloe Sanford. Lob pass comes in. His bad horse from the right elbow. Out to Long. Long to Trottier. Trottier looking on the interior. His bad horse lobs it on the inside. Haber tips it away. Montana Tech basketball. Haber gets the steal. Orediggers into the offensive zone. Chloe Sanford near side. Liv Wongren fakes the pass, goes in the corner. Inside to Haber. That's going to be tipped out of bounds. Boy, that had too much air underneath it. Really allowed Cheyenne Crass to get a hand on it. Montana Tech with 18 on the shot clock. Substitutions here for the Skylights as Toms will come in. Also into the ball game is Moran. Moran, a freshman out of Richland, Washington, I should say. Looking to get it in. Liv Wongren in trouble. Throws it off the foot of the Skylight player. And then we're going to get a whistle and a foul as it went into the feet of Melcher. And Liv Wongren with a 90-foot foul. Skylights will get the ball here. 1:58 left to play in the third. Montana Tech felt really comfortable on the floor in that first half. And it feels like the Skylights grabbing some of that momentum away. Skylights into the offensive zone. Moran down the left side of the paint. Drops it back off. Crass for three. No good. Blocking out, grabbing the rebound is Brooklyn Hankowitz. Hankowitz, the other way we go. Chloe Sandiford to Neibauer. Neibauer, the freshman, lost the handle on it for a second. Driving into the paint. Nice pass to Hauber. Hauber, everybody falls on her. Hauber is able to get under control, get it up and in. Nice job that time by Hauber. That's her first field goal, only her second shot here of the day. Montana Tech back up by 9. Skylights changing that zone through. Deep three is up and in for Melcher. Becky Melcher knocks down the shot. Montana Tech's lead is 6. Chloe Sandiford dribbles through the double team. Out to Hankowitz. Hankowitz, nice pass inside to Hauber. Hauber turns, fires, and is fouled. So Hauber going to go to the stripe here for the Digs. Young freshman out of Billings. Just continues to put in the work here. 56 seconds remaining in the third. Hadley Humphreys is in. Carlson is in. Badavinik is in. Macy Mayer and Hauber stay on the floor for the Orediggers. 6-point lead for Montana Tech. Hauber's first is up and in. Take a look here. Hauber, a little over 50% from the foul line here in her freshman year. Her second is up and good. So she goes 2 of 2. Hauber with 4 points on the day. 2 points from the field, 2 points from the line. Montana Tech up by 8. 48 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Skylights with it. Long. Pass goes down in the corner to Melcher. Melcher, baseline take, makes it in. Boy, that's a money move on the baseline. Just got a half step by her defender and made Montana Tech pay. Badavinik steps back. Pass goes left. Almost looked like a 2-1-2 zone, possibly in the middle. Pass goes left side. Carlson to the elbow. Pull-up jumper, no good. Offensive rebound. Hauber, shot blocked, loose. Badavinik has it. And we're going to get a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor the Skylights. So the Skylights will get it on the possession arrow. 14 seconds left to play here in the third. Very good third quarter here from the Hyper. Montana Tech leads by 6. Northern has outscored Montana Tech 18-13 here in the third. Long on the far right wing. Long bounce pass enters inside. Nice entry. Shot won't go. Savannah Toms had a great look. Just put it down at the horn. Montana Tech leading 47-41. Frontier Conference action here from the Hyper. We are back with the start of the fourth quarter right after this. Ten minutes left in regulation. Montana Tech leading 47-41. Frontier Conference action here on a Thursday. Let me take a look at the scoreboard here. Let's see if we can get it quickly before we get started. Score updates. Providence leading Rocky 62-50 in Billings. That one the start of the fourth quarter. And Carroll up over Western 36-34 as the third quarter coming to a close in Helena. So Carroll up by 2 going to the fourth. And Providence up by 12 over Rocky going into the fourth. And it looks like shot clock situation there. We started with 20, should have been 30, so we'll do it again. Montana Tech leading 47-41. Hadley Humphreys leads Montana Tech with 10 points. Trottier has 8 on the other side for the Skylights. Both teams getting great activity from their bench. Skylights have 14 points off the bench. Montana Tech has 18 points off the bench. Aubrey Rademacher, far left wing, comes here on the near side. Montana Tech looking at man-to-man defensively here for the first time in a while. Hadley Humphreys pulls up and knocks down the jumper. She's 5 of 7 from the floor. Humphreys has 12. Montana Tech leads by 8. A stroke on that mid-range jumper. Moran throws it out in the right corner. 3-point shot, no good. Rademacher with a rebound. That is her 3rd rebound. And the other way we go. Hankowitz into Humphreys. Humphreys turns to her right, gets it up off the glass and in. Back-to-back baskets for Hadley Humphreys. She has 14. Montana Tech up by 10. Boy, Northern started the third quarter on fire, and Montana Tech comes out here ready to roll in the fourth. Pass up top, his bad horse. Moves it to Melcher. Melcher eyed the 3, hands it off to his bad horse. She'll fire and get it. That's a good-looking shot by his bad horse. As Kansas knocks it down, she shoots 40% from the three-point line and certainly showed it there. Montana Tech's lead is 7. Diggs up 51-44. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. As we mentioned earlier, Montana Tech is at home on Saturday as Rocky Mountain College will be here. The Battling Bears in town to take on the Diggs. The women will play at 2. The men will follow at 4 o'clock. And we'll have those for you here on Digger Vision. Hopefully things going well for you on a Thursday. Hopefully somehow you're staying warm. 7-point lead for Montana Tech. See if I can get a score update here on our other games. Providence still leading Rocky by 12 with about 8 minutes left in that ball game. And Carroll up by 3 as that one enters the fourth quarter. So we could see a little movement in the Frontier Conference if those scores are to stand. Well, I'll tell you, when you look at those teams, Providence catching fire in Billings, we'll see if that continues not only tonight but all season. And the other one there is, I'm telling you, Western has played everyone really well this year. I mean, they are one that has been tough, top to bottom. It's going to be fun when we get through this second layer of the Frontier Conference and start peeling away at the third layer. Montana Tech down the floor. Liv Wongren will bring it across the timeline. Wongren. Double post up top. Humphreys gets it. Northern back to that man-to-man. Humphreys lobs it inside to Wongren. It's tipped. Skylights are able to get it. Great hustle underneath by Moran. Long down the floor. A little stutter step. Wanted the baseline. His bad horse trying to get open. She'll take it to the baseline. Wraparound shot no good as Rademacher gave her no breathing room at all. Liv Wongren into the offensive side. Wongren right now with 7 points. Pulls up. Hadley Humphreys going to fire the jumper. Hits the back of the iron, no good, but Rademacher hauls it in. Back to Humphreys. Humphreys inside. Brooklyn Hankowitz shot blocked his bad horse. His bad horse will get the block. That is her second block here of the night. And Montana Tech with 14 on the shot clock will look to bring it in. Liv Wongren trying to find an opening, brings it out far right side. Aubrey Rademacher inside to Macy Mayer. Mayer backing it up, back out to Aubrey. Good ball fake to the elbow. Pull-up jumper hits the front of the iron. Loose on the ground. It's going to go out of bounds, and that will be Skylight basketball. So the Digs up 51-44. And the Skylights will go the other way. Game one of our doubleheader. The men will face off after this. Skylights into the offensive side. Coach Chris Mowat and Jeff Graham both out echoing the calls here throughout the hyper. Two of my favorite individuals in the world. Long range, deep three is up and in. Big time shot by Melcher. That trims the lead to 4. Melcher, 8 points off the bench here, or 8 points for her. She did start the second half anyway. Neibauer out near midcourt. Driving right, tipped away. Northern with some good momentum here. Down in the block it goes to Macy Mayer. She turns, fights her way to the rack and rolls it in. Macy Mayer making it happen. She's into double digits with 10. Macy has not missed a shot tonight, and Melcher gets another one. Melcher drains the deep three. Melcher shoots 36% from the arc. And a travel call. Liv Wongren called with the walk through the paints. And the Digs lead is 3, 53-50. They've led by as much as 13 here tonight. And the Skylights reeling them in. Skylights outscored Montana Tech 18-13 in the third quarter. And have outscored Tech 9-6 here in the fourth after the Digs put up a 21-9 second quarter. Skylights continuing to battle here. Melcher, who's hit her last 2 deep balls. She has 11 points on the night, leading scorer for the Skylights. Melcher attacks. That one comes up short. Offensive rebound. Second is no good. And we're going to get a jump ball on the baseline. Boy, surprised we didn't get whistles during that scrum there from the take all the way through the rebound and beyond. 3-point lead for the Digs. Skylights will inbound. Backing up, Trottier. Trottier spins out all the way up near the top of the horn. Looking for the entry, moves it here on the near side. 3-point shot, no good. Kaya Wasson tips it. Northern has it. Now it's taken away by Carlson. Avery Carlson going to get it. And the Digs into the offensive zone. Wongren to Kaya Wasson. Wasson inside to Humphreys. Humphreys battle, shot blocked. Getting a piece of that one is going to be Crass. That is block number 6 for the Skylights here tonight. Crass moves it all the way up top as Bad Horse. Now to Melcher. Chance to trim this lead here. Melcher, little switch dribble. His Bad Horse gets it. Has a little bit of breathing room here on the near side to Long. Rademacher poke checked it away. It goes out of bounds. Tech ball. Great defense by Aubrey Rademacher. And that will be a turnover to the Digs. Outstanding action here from the Hyper. 5:37 left to play in the ball game. Montana Tech leading 53-50. And the Digs will bring her down the floor. Across the timeline, Chloe Sandiford. Sandiford up top to Humphreys. Humphreys still the leading scorer for Montana Tech. She'll look to add to that here. Instead, into the high post. Brooklyn Hankiewicz shot no good. Defensive rebound. And we're going to get whistles aplenty. And now we're going to get some words here. Some words exchanged. 5:20 left to play here in the ball game. The officials going to meet and chat about it here. I don't know if we had a foul initially or a jump ball call initially, and then there was some chatting. So the official will head over to the bench, and we'll see what we get here. We'll wait till they put it on the big board. Montana Tech leading 53-50. As we look to get this one sorted out. The other games right now, Providence all over Rocky. 69-52. So Providence is up by 17 with 6:10 left to play in Billings. And then Western and Carroll are in a slugfest in Helena. As 45 all the score in Helena with 6.5 left to play. So Providence all of a sudden looks like they have caught fire. So personal foul. Looks like we might have had, well, Liv Wongren on the board, her third personal foul. Melcher into the offensive side for Northern. Northern, chance to trim this lead or possibly tie it. Trottier to the baseline, moves it up top. Now on the right wing, Long. Good ball movement. Trottier for three, no good off the back of the rim. Loose. And Chloe Sandiford going after it. Trottier is going to be called with a push. So Trottier picks up the personal. That is her third and the second team foul on the Lights. Gosh, both teams have 2 team fouls here in the fourth quarter, and I don't know why. I thought it really felt like that number was higher on both sides. I thought we were going to be going to the foul line here in a few, and that is not the case right now. Montana Tech down the floor. Hauber, Chloe Sandiford in the backcourt. Humphreys up top. Brooke Badavinik left wing, drives down toward the baseline. And Rademacher is in the bottom right corner. Hauber gets it, looking inside. Instead, the Batto now into Humphreys. Double team out to Sandiford. Good ball movement inside Rademacher. She's in trouble. Wraparound pass to Sandiford. Sandiford gets hit, spins back into Rademacher. Trap is honored. Nice read inside. Brooke Badavinik shot no good. And this continues to get very physical. Possession arrow will favor Montana Tech on the jump ball. Brooklyn Hankwitz is in. Hauber is out. Tech leads by 3. They've been up by as much as 13 here today. Humphreys has 14 points. Macy Mayer has 10. On the other side, Melcher with 11. His bad horse with 10. Chloe Sandiford inbound to Wongren. Liv wants the baseline, gets around the defender, and gets the easy 2. Liv Wongren with 9 points. Montana Tech by 5. That feels like the first basket in a while. Skylights, Melcher. Here on the near side to Forner. Skylights 4 wide, 1 running down on the baseline. Melcher swings out to the wing and gets it. She'll drive baseline. Shot blocked, and Rademacher is going to get the foul. Aubrey Rademacher will pick up the personal foul. And that will put the Skylights at the line here as Becky Melcher will go to the line. Melcher's had a fantastic second half here. Melcher, as of right now, 11 points. She's 4 of 8 from the floor. She's 3 of 6 from the three-point line. And this will be her first free throw. Melcher, first is on its way. Back of the iron, no good. Melcher, a junior out of Forsyth. Boy, she has stepped up in a big way here in this second half. Knocked down back-to-back threes and really breathed in some life here to Northern. On the rebound, Liv Wongren's going to be fouled by Melcher. Melcher picks up the personal. And Montana Tech will go the other way. 85-foot foul. Not ideal. We've seen a couple of long ones on each side here tonight. Liv Wongren to the right wing around a high screen set by Humphreys. Wongren bounce past Rademacher. Rademacher spins, moves it up top. Ball driving. Humphreys double team, lobs it out on the wing. Gets it back to Humphreys. Puts it down once. Humphreys attacks and gets it. Hadley Humphreys has 16 points. Montana Tech goes up 57-50. Frontier Conference action here on a Thursday. 3:25 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Northern down by 7. They trimmed the lead to 3 there for a moment. Skylights around a screen, driving left side. In the corner it goes to his bad horse. Montana Tech has the momentum again here. His bad horse, great pass to Melcher, and Melcher finishes. That's a wonderful pick and roll. And a wide open pass and an easy 2 points for Melcher. She has 13. A 5-point lead for the Digs. 57-52. 2:50 left to play here in the ball game. Humphreys is accosted by Melcher. Melcher came through and whole bunch of contact. 2:47 left to play here in the ball game. The Digs up. Montana Tech will look to inbound here. Leading by 5. Into the backcourt, they'll go to Avery Carlson. Carlson, 2 points so far on the day. Carlson with the left hand can drive into the paint. In the corner to Mayer. Now to the wing, Wongren. They give her space, and Liv knocks it down. Wow, they gave her some breathing room, and she knocks it down. Montana Tech by 8. And an offensive, as Savannah Tom set the illegal screen. And that will go to Montana Tech. This could be a huge swing here. Liv Wongren, 12 points on the day. Montana Tech has 3 players in double digits, led by Humphreys with 16, Wongren with 12, and Macy Mayer with 10. Mayer with the ball currently. 2:18 left to play in the ball game. An 8-point lead for the Digs. Carlson around a screen, drifting right. Montana Tech slowing it down here. Burning clock. Good pass inside. And that one's going to be thrown out. Brooklyn Hankowitz and coach calling for the foul. And the Skylights will go the other way. Thanks, Ty. 2:02 left to play here in the ball game. Lights into the offensive zone. The cheap seats are real loud today. His bad horse is open. Can't leave her open. His bad horse drains another 3. She has 13 points, and again, she's over a 40% three-point shooter. They gave her a little space, and she drained it. A 5-point lead for Montana Tech. 60-55. The Digs over the Lights here on Digger Vision. We'll take a quick break. We're back here right after this. $60-55 our score. Montana Tech up by 5. The Lights had trimmed it to 3. Montana Tech was trying to get it back into double digits. The Lights will come with full court man pressure, make them bring it in. We'll see if they stay in man, and it looks like that is the case. Avery Carlson dribbling to her right. Carlson drifts out to the wing, goes up top to Humphreys. 95 seconds left to play in the ball game. Tech with the basketball, leading by 5. Shot clock down to 10. Humphreys controlling, shot clock down to 7. Humphreys goes to Rademacher. Rademacher will attack, gets it off the iron, no good. It's tipped out. Here come the Skylights in transition. Skylights to the baseline. Toms gets it up and in. Savannah Toms rolls it off the iron. And Montana Tech's lead is 3. Toms has 7 points on the day. Rademacher to Hankowitz. 1 minute left to play. Carlson fouled. And by the looks of it, it looks like that's who they wanted to get to the free throw line, or that's who the Skylights wanted to put to the free throw line, I should say. Because it felt like they have attacked Carlson a couple times here. So Carlson will go to the line. Carlson, about a 50% free throw shooter. So the sophomore from Havre. Montana Tech by 3, make it 4. 2-possession ball game here with 58 seconds left to play. Carlson's second is money. Montana Tech back up by 5. Trottier quickly into the zone around a high screen set by Toms. Toms now drops into the post. His bad horse moves it out to Long. Boy, Long hasn't shot the ball in a while. She had an incredibly good second and third quarter. The inlet pass, Toms lost, picked up by Carlson. Carlson tries to escape and is fouled. Macy Mayer with incredible defense again. Macy's just been all over the place. That's her 3rd steal. She has 6 rebounds and 10 points. Macy Mayer really putting it together here today. And again, Macy hasn't missed a shot yet today. Carlson back to the line. Carlson is 2 of 4 from the foul line. Her first here is good. So when the pressure has ramped up, Carlson has made him look pretty easy. Carlson's second is good. She's made her last 4 all here in the last minute. Tech's lead is out to 7. Time running away here for the Skylights. Right side, his bad horse. Down on the wing it goes to Long. Long drives across the paint, moves it out to Melcher. Melcher wants the baseline, and Hadley Humphreys is going to reach in and knock that one out of play and draw the foul. That's the important part there, is that foul. That was one to give. So the next one, we'll put both teams into the bonus here. Trottier into Toms. Toms spins. Good defense. Gets it off the glass and in. Good job by Toms that time. She has 9 points. Toms is 4 of 5 from the floor. And the lead is 5 for Montana Tech, 64-59. And a short timeout on the floor. So the teams will get together and chat it over. Montana Tech leads by 5. Again, remember, Montana Tech is at home on Saturday, as the Battling Bears of Rocky Mountain College will be in the building. Women will play at 2. The men will follow at 4. We'll have those for you here on Digger Vision. The other scores, Providence is up by 10 in Billings over Rocky with about a minute left, and Carroll starting to run away from Western. They're up 58-45. Well, that's looking like Carroll went on a 10, 12-point run. So Carroll leading Western at home 58-45 with about 90 seconds left. And Providence leading Rocky 77-67 with about a minute left in Billings. The inbound. And boy, that burned some clock there. About 3 seconds on the inbound. Rademacher got the inbound pass. No one made the move at her. And we'll walk the other way, and Obbs will shoot 2. 5-point lead here for the Digs. Aubrey Rademacher on the night has 5 points. She entered tonight's game with 849 career points as an Ordigger. She has just had a fantastic career here for the Digs. Her first here is up and good. JT and I, well, especially JT, but JT and I'm going to include myself in this, like to overinflate our recruitment of Aubrey Rademacher. We were lucky enough to call a lot of her games in high school, and then called her, I believe it was her senior year tournament in the AA. And we pushed heavily for Coach Sandin at the time to get after Rademacher. So Neibauer gets the rebound on the missed shot, and will walk the other way and shoot a pair. Neibauer having a good game here for the Digs. 3 points thus far. Montana Tech has 9 ladies that have scored thus far. Northern has 8. So Neibauer hits her first. She is about the most fearless individual I think I have seen in a long, long time. She stepped out on this floor as a true freshman. And I feel like the first time she touched the basketball, she drove through the paint right to the rack. Tech's lead is 8. 2 seconds left. Pass on the right side. Melcher fires the 3, no good. So Montana Tech is going to get the win. The Orediggers will go to 2-0 on the year over the Skylights. They'll move to 13-6 overall, 4-2 in Frontier Conference play. The Skylights will fall to 10-9 overall, 1-5 in Frontier Conference play with the loss here. Let's run through the numbers before we wrap up our women's game. For the Skylights, they shot 43% from the floor, 36% from downtown. They finished with 30 rebounds on the evening. That's 8 less than the Orediggers were able to pull away from the glass. Individually, his bad horse and Melcher both put up 13 points in this ball game. They were the only 2 in double figures for the Lights. You have Trottier at 8 points here. Toms with a great 9 points. Long had 7. Williams with 4. Forner gets 3 points on the night for the Skylights. Once again, Melcher and his bad horse each with 13 on the evening. On the other side, Montana Tech shot 42% from the floor, 38% from the three-point line. The Digs pulled down 38 total rebounds in this contest. They were led scoring by Hadley Humphreys, 16 points for Hadley. She was 7 of 11 from the floor, 3 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Also in double digits, you have Liv Wongren with 12 points. Liv was 5 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 2 from downtown. Macy Mayer didn't miss a shot all night. She was 4 of 4 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Macy Mayer with 10 points here on the evening. Hankowitz gets 5 points and 7 rebounds for Brooklyn. Again, another great night on the glass. From there, you're looking at Aubrey Rademacher with 6 points. Carlson gets 6 points as well with 5 assists for her. Great outing for the young sophomore. From there, you have Kaya Wasson with 3, Haber with 4, and Neibauer with 5 points on the night as Montana Tech gets the win 67-59. Game 1 of our doubleheader is behind us. The guys are getting warmed up. We'll have the men's game coming up here in just a few, ladies and gentlemen. Stay close.